morning, you guys. Good morning. Welcome back to another radio vlog. My name is Fritz Seidel, and today is my last shift. For winter break. And I'm just thinking, Fritz, I see you with that new UT merch. I know. Let's see, I got a new UT sweater for Christmas. I got a new UT shirt for Christmas. And I also got UT socks for Christmas. I know. I'm decking it up today because today UT is playing Indiana in a bowl game today at 7 o'clock p.m. It is currently 7:30 a.m., which the game is in about 11 and a half hours. I'm really excited. It's televised too. It's on ESPN. Let's just hope the Vols pull off with that bowl win. Because if they don't pull off with that bowl win, it's not going to be worth it. Because I decked out just for the occasion. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this radio shift vlog thing. Good morning, Vol Nation. Happy New Year. Happy 2020. Hope your 2019 was very, 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 very good for you. Hope you had a lot of good memories throughout 2019. And now we're turning into a new decade. It's 2020. And I hope your 2020 brings you many good memories throughout this year. And I'm on the radio for the first time in 2020. And honestly, it feels kind of good. I love doing this. So, last song you just heard was Yuck with Suicide Policeman off the album Yuck. And then we kicked off this 8 o'clock hour with Best Coast with For the First Time as a single release from December 2019. Up next we have Crunbin featuring Leon Bridges and Adam and the Ants. But first, we're going to hear Crunbin featuring Leon Bridges with Touch the Sun as a single release from December 2019. My name is DJ Fritz Seidel. You're listening to Volunteer Radio 90.3 The Rock, UT's College of Rock. Good morning, Vol Nation. Last song you just heard was Adam and the Ants with Puss in Boots off the album Strip from 1983. 90.3 The Rock is currently looking for volunteer DJs to fill in during the break between semesters. So if you are currently a UT student or a former WUTK DJ, we have plenty of volunteer DJ shifts to fill until the spring semester DJ shifts begin in late January. WUTK is looking for responsible volunteers who happen to love music as much as we do to help DJ. So stop by the WUTK office at P105 Andy Holt Tower Monday through Friday between the hours of 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. to fill out an application and sign up for the 3.5-hour training shifts. Veteran DJs, the sign-up sheet is on the DJ booth door. So if you are a current UT student or especially a former WUTK Vol DJ, become a true UT volunteer by joining our DJ staff over the holiday semester break here at 90.3 The Rock. We'll be glad you did. We're going to take a short break. My name is Fritz Seidel. You're listening to Volunteer Radio 90.3 The Rock, UT's College of Rock. Welcome back, Vol Nation. Hope you enjoyed that little short break. We're going to hear music from Umphreys McGee, the Dexatines, Marcus King, JJ Gray and Mo Fro, and Jason in the Scorchers. But first, we're going to hear Umphreys McGee with Ride On Pony as a single release from December 2019. My name is DJ Fritz Seidel. You're listening to Volunteer Radio 90.3 The Rock, UT's College of Rock. Welcome back, Vol Nation. Last song you just heard was DJ Shadow with Run the Jewels with Kings and Queens off the album Our Pathetic Age from November 2019. Before that was Eric Baker with Slow the World Down off the album Goodbye June. The Tennessee Vols football team is playing tonight in the Tax Slayer Bowl against the Indiana Hoosiers at 7 p.m. on ESPN. 90.3 The Rock says, Go Vols, beat the Hoosiers. Speaking of the Vols, UT's award-winning student radio station, WTK, keeps the Big Orange sports info on air thanks to monetary donations from listeners and support from the University of Tennessee Athletic Department and the Lady Vols basketball program. Coach Harper and the Lady Vols home schedule includes games against SEC foes, Mississippi State, LSU, and more. The next Lady Vols home game is against the Missouri Tigers tonight at Thompson-Boling Arena. Tip-off is set for 7:08 p.m. General public tickets for Lady Vols basketball are at allvols.com. Student ticket info and login is at bigorangetih.utk.edu. Keep up with Lady Vols basketball on Rock Solid Sports, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7 p.m. on WTK. 90.3 The Rock says, Go Lady Vols, beat the Tigers. We're going to take a short break. My name is Fritz Seidel. You're listening to Volunteer Radio 90.3 The Rock, UT's College of Rock.
Volunteer Radio
Welcome back, Vol Nation. We're going to close out this 8 o'clock hour with songs from The Police and Skip Marley and Her. First, we're going to hear The Police with The Bed's Too Big Without You off the album Regata de Blanc from 1979. And then we're going to hear Skip Marley and Her with Slow Down as a single release from November 2019. My name is Fritz Seidel. You're listening to Volunteer Radio 90.3 The Rock, UT's College of Rock. Good morning, Vol Nation. The last song you just heard was The Voodoo's Band with Aphasia off the album Burnt Offering. Before that was Pigeons Playing Ping Pong with Dawn a New Day off of a single from their new LP in 2020, which is also TBD. And then we checked out this 9 o'clock hour with Turquoise with Heat Drop off the Quadachrome EP from November 2019. Up next, we're going to hear music from Pixies and Hudson K and Han Conan. But first we're going to hear Pixies with Lawn Rider from the album Beneath the Eyrie from September 2019. My name is Fritz Seidel. You're listening to Volunteer Radio 90.3 The Rock, UT's College of Rock. Welcome back, Vol Nation. The last song you just heard was Hudson K and Han Conan with I Believe in Love as a single release from November 2019. 90.3 The Rock is proud to sponsor the 12th annual Snow Day, the CAC Beardsley Community Farm Benefit Concert, Friday, January 24th at the Mill and Mine, 227 Depot Avenue, just north of the Old City. Showtime is 7 o'clock p.m. for this all-ages benefit show. Proceeds benefit the nonprofit Beardsley Community Farm by providing 15% of their annual operating budget. Snow Day features live local music, a soup contest between Knoxville restaurants, and a silent auction. Performing live will be Jewball, The Pinklets, that's a good band, John Whitlock Trio, and Red Shoes and Rosen. More info about the Snow Day benefit show for Beardsley Community Farm, January 4th at the Mill and Mine is at WUTKRadio.com and on the events Facebook page. We are going to take a short break. My name is Fritz Seidel. You're listening to Volunteer Radio 90.3 The Rock, UT's College of Rock. Welcome back, Vol Nation. Hope you enjoyed the little short break. We're going to hear songs from Dred Dooley, Hold Steady, Fruit Ion, and Corridor. And then we're going to hear Dred Dooley, who's the lead singer for Afghan Wigs, with the song Pantomima. Wow. Off the album Pantomima from December 2019. My name is Fritz Seidel. You're listening to Volunteer Radio 90.3 The Rock, UT's College of Rock. Welcome back, Vol Nation. Last song you just heard was Corridor with Pow off the album Junior from October 2019. Before that was Fruit Ion with Dawn off the album Broken at the Break of Day, which is set to release January 17th of 2020. And before that was Hold Steady with Hurricane J off the album Heaven Is Whenever. Up next we're going to hear Heavy Halves, Kraftwerk, and Eben Ozun. But first, we're going to hear Heavy Halves with the song I've Been Waiting So Long off the album Heavy Halves from May 2019. My name is Fritz Seidel. You're listening to Volunteer Radio 90.3 The Rock, UT's College of Rock. Welcome back, Vol Nation. Last time you just heard was Eben Ozun with AEIOU, sometimes Y, off the album Feeling Cavalier from 1984. And before that was Kraftwerk with The Robots from the album The Mix from 1991. Knoxville, get ready for the landing of the Mothership on 90.3 The Rock. The Mothership spins 2 hours of old school and new school funk and old school rap Thursday nights at 8. Sponsored by Sunspot, 2200 Cumberland Avenue. Sunspot, where tie-dyes and neckties unite. The Mothership brings old school funk from George Clinton and P-Funk, James Brown, The Meters, Prince, and more. Or new school funk from Lettuce, The Monophonists, Oregon, and others. And old school rap from A Tribe Called Quest, Run DMC, Grandmaster Flash, the weekly double dose of Public Enemy, and lots more. So remember, put a glide in your stride and a dip in your hip. Thursday nights at 8 when the Mothership lands in Knoxville at 90.3 on your FM dial. Brought to you by the Sunspot on the Strip, sunspotrestaurant.com. Volunteer Radio thanks the Sunspot for their support. We're going to take a short break. My name is Fritz Seidel. You're listening to Volunteer Radio 90.3 The Rock, Knoxville's musical tastemakers. Volunteer Radio Station. Welcome back, Vol Nation. Hope you enjoyed the little short break. We're going to close out this 9 o'clock hour with one of my favorite bands, Melty Chance, and then Beck featuring Sky Fury. But first, we're going to hear Milky Chance featuring Tash Sultana with Daydreaming off the album Mind the Moon, November 2019. And then we're going to hear Beck featuring Sky Fury with Die Trying off the album Hyperspace, also from November 2019. Actually, Milky Chance is one of my favorite bands ever. Their new album is really great. They have really great songs, such as The Game, Rush, Fado, Oh Mama, man, there's a whole bunch of them, but this song is actually one of my favorites. Hope you enjoy it. My name is Fritz Siegel. You are listening to Volunteer Radio 90.3 The Rock, UT's College of Rock. Welcome back, Vol Nation. Last song you just heard was Ben Harper and Charlie Musselwhite with Nightclub off the album If You're Going to the City from November 2019. This LP is a tribute to Mose Allison. And then we checked out this 10 o'clock hour with Gary Clark Jr. with Next Door Neighbor Blues off the album Gary Clark Jr. Live. Up next, we're going to hear It's Rex with Don't Let Me Go as a single release from September 2019. My name is Fritz Siegel. You are listening to Volunteer Radio 90.3 The Rock, UT's College of Rock.
Remember, like us on Facebook.
Welcome back, Vol Nation. Last time you just heard was It's Rex with Don't Let Me Go as a single release from September 2019. Volunteer Radio remains on the air thanks to support from listeners and from the Knoxville Ice Bears Southern Professional Hockey League team, who will be dueling with the Evansville Thunderbolts this Saturday, Wow, if I said July, we'll be in the summer, I'm sorry. Who will be dueling with the Evansville Thunderbolts this Saturday, January 4th. Wow, I don't know what happened to me there, I'm sorry. At 7:35 p.m. at the Civic Coliseum in downtown Knoxville. The Ice Bears regular season runs through April 4th, and tickets, schedules, promotions, and more are at KnoxvilleIcebears.com or 865-525-PUCK. That's 525-7825. A link is at WUTKRadio.com. Tune in to WUTK's Rock Solid Sports for the Monday Ice Bears news and updates. Volunteer Radio says, Go Ice Bears! We're going to take a short break. My name is Fritz Siegel. You're listening to Volunteer Radio 90.3 The Rock, UT's College of Rock. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. Well, let's see here. Well, the Tennessee Vols football team is playing tonight in the Tax Slayer Bowl against the Indiana Hoosiers at 7 p.m. on ESPN. 90.3 The Rock says, Go Vols, beat the Hoosiers. And I looked up some predictions earlier on the internet, and they said Tennessee was going to win. Some say Indiana was going to win. But the analysts who said Indiana was going to win, shame on you. We are a really good football team. I think we'll have what it takes. I even have Tennessee stuff on that I got for Christmas. I got a sweater, got a shirt, got some socks too. So I'm decked out in Tennessee attire today. And if Tennessee loses, it's not going to be worth it. It's not going to be worth it. Because I decked out. I mean, come on. Got to support my school somehow. Anyway, back to the music. We have music from Soul Asylum, Not a Surf, Jimmy Eat World, and Joey Ramone. But first, we're going to hear Soul Asylum with Sometime to Return off the album Hang Time from 1998. My name is Fritz Siegel. You're listening to Volunteer Radio 90.3 The Rock, UT's College of Rock. Good morning, Vol Nation. The last song you just heard was Joey Ramone with What Did I Do to Deserve You off the album You Know. He's the former lead singer for the Ramones. Before that was Jimmy Eat World with Criminal Energy off the album Surviving from October 2019. And before that was Not a Surf with Something I Should Do as a single release from December 2019. Up next, we're going to hear songs from John Paul Keith, Modest Mouse, and the New Pornographers. But first, we're going to hear John Paul Keith with You Really Ought to Be With Me off the album Memphis Circa 3 a.m. My name is Fritz Siegel. You're listening to Volunteer Radio. Tell your smart speakers to play 90.3 The Rock. Good morning, Vol Nation. The last song you just heard was The New Pornographers with Falling Down the Stairs of Your Smile off the album The Morse Code of Bright Lights. And before that was Modest Mouse with Ice Cream Party as a single release from November 2019. Do you have trouble picking up Volunteer Radio 90.3 The Rock on your radio while at home or work? Do you want to hear all the great modern rock, local music, and specialty shows, find out about all the cool things going on in Knoxville, and have chances to win tickets to live shows and events when you don't have a radio handy or when you are outside of Knoxville? You can stream us 3 different ways online at WUTKRadio.com, including on TuneIn. You can also listen to WUTK on the free Radio FX phone app. and tell your smart speaker to play 90.3 The Rock or on TuneIn. Look for the Listen Live links on The Rock's home website page and click to choose your stream and keep up with the best in modern rock, local music, and more on the Knoxville radio dial. It's all streaming online at WUTKRadio.com and on the Radio FX app. Don't forget to set Volunteer Radio as a favorite. Now you don't have a reason to ever turn the dial from WUTK, voted Knoxville's best 14 years running. We are going to take a short break. My name is Fritz Siegel. You're listening to Volunteer Radio 90.3 The Rock, UT's College of Rock.
Volunteer Radio, next part.
Welcome back, Vol Nation. Hope you enjoyed the little short break. We're going to hear music from Carl Denson's Tiny Universe, Charles Bradley, and Lenny Kravitz. But first, we're going to hear Carl Denson's Tiny Universe with Something Sweet off the album Gnomes and Badgers from March 2019. My name is Fritz Siegel, speaking to you for the very last time on this rainy, what's today's day? Thursday. On this rainy Thursday. Go Vols. Hope they win this bowl game. I'm pretty sure they will, because we have a pretty good football team. I know some players that were in my communication studies class this semester. They're actually really fun to have in class. So let's beat them Hoosiers, baby. So guys, that was my first DJ shift of 2020. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed this little video that I made of my radio shift. Like I always do, I will be on soon. I don't know, because I applied for next semester. I don't know what my date is yet. That is to be determined. But yes, it is a rainy Thursday here in Tennessee. UT, baby. Like I said before, they are playing tonight at 7 p.m. They're playing in the Tatchlater Bowl against the Indiana Hoosiers at 7 o'clock p.m. I looked at some predictions, and I'm pretty sure Tennessee's going to win. I'm pretty sure Tennessee's going to win too, because look at this. I'm decked out. I'm decked out in UT attire. I got a UT sweater, UT shirt, UT socks even. So yeah, I'm pretty much UT'd out right now. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. And yes, go Volunteers, man. Let's go.